Uncle Polyclot. Hi Chris, I really enjoy these critical Q&A videos. Here is my question. When you informed the Church of Scientology about your decision to leave the Sea organization, were you required to pay the freeloader's debt? Is it something that's legally enforceable? What will happen to those who decide to leave and yet refuse to pay up, aside from being declared suppressive persons? Thanks. There seems to be a lot of misunderstandings or confusions about freeloaders' debts. So I'll answer this question and see if I can't clear up some of this. A person does not get declared suppressive if they don't pay their freeloader's debt. That's not how it works. A freeloader's debt, Hubbard declared a person a freeloader. He wrote policies that said, if you break your contract with the church as an employee of the church or volunteer of the church, as a staff member in a local organization or as a Sea Org member, you are called a freeloader. And you can't do any Scientology services until you pay for the services that you received for free when you were a staff member. That's what the freeloader debt is. And they calculate it all out when you leave, and they'll tell you what it is. And it's based on the staff training, auditing, courses that you do in Scientology as a staff member, because when you're a staff member, volunteer for the church, you get those services for free. That's about the only thing they're giving you. They're taking away a lot more, but they're giving you that. So if you leave, they give you this debt, and the condition of the debt, it has nothing to do with the legal system. It's not a credit collected debt that they're going to take you to court over. Nobody ever gets sued for this. That's not how it works. It's a pressure that the church exerts on its own members for as long as they're members to pay for the services they received when they were staff if they want to continue to do Scientology. That's how it works. If you leave the church, if you leave staff, and you don't really want to do Scientology anymore, you just walk away. They're not going to come after you for the freeloader's debt. They're not going to, they're going to call you if they think you're still a Scientologist. But if you just kind of fade away and disappear, that's it. It's over. It's done. They're not going to, assign bill collectors to you and hunt you down and all that kind of stuff. They do try to hunt you down to get you back in Scientology, but the freeloader's debt thing is not the impetus for that. It's trying to get you back in the church. That's the impetus for that. If that makes sense. It's not the money of the freeloader's debt, and there's no threat of legal action. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of emphasize a few points in that answer to make it clear. Me personally, yes, I did pay my freeloader's debt, because when I left the Sea organization and I got my freeloader's debt, I still wanted to do Scientology. And I went through a lot of rigmarole, which I've described elsewhere, so I'm not going to go into it all here. But in going through all that rigmarole and nonsense and the stuff they were doing to me, I was trying to make good with the church. And I was trying to show that I was still a good Scientologist in good standing. And so I was trying to cooperate. And so I got the money and I paid the freeloader's debt out of my own free will. And it was actually just after that I ended up, taking a hike. And I was posting on the internet, and it was because I was posting on the internet anonymously, and they found out who I was, and they busted me on that. That's what led to me being declared, because I was being openly critical and attacking the church. And that's why I got declared. And that's not, obviously I was discovering things about the church. I had issues with the church, and I was trying to resolve those issues. And the church did what it does, which is, come down hard on me, and basically did everything they could to make me an enemy of them. And that's why I took a hike, and that's why they declared me a suppressive person. And now I'm a suppressive person to them. So that's the story on that. So anyway, I hope that clears that up a little bit and answers your question.